Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to share a fascinating story for Nigeria's 1-0 win over Rwanda in the World Cup qualifiers. It's all about Victor Osimhen. Yes, the same Victor Osimhen we know for his relentless energy, goals, and passion. But this time, instead of just being the striker leading the line, Osimhen turned into something completely different, a coach on the sidelines. Let me take you through exactly what happened, how it unfolded, and why it shows just how special this player is. Nigeria came into this clash against Rwanda knowing how crucial 3 points would be for their World Cup qualifying journey. The pressure was on, the Super Eagles needed a win, and all eyes were on Osimhen to deliver. He started the game brightly, pressing high, linking play, and looking sharp. But then, disaster struck in the 35th minute. Osimhen went down after a clash, clutching his ankle. The stadium went silent. Fans held their breath. Everyone knew how important he was to Nigeria's attack. He tried to continue, but it was clear he couldn't carry on. The medical team stepped in, and by the 35th minute, Osimhen was subbed off. Now, ankle injuries can be scary. For a striker who relies so much on explosive runs, quick turns, and sudden bursts of pace, it's one of the last things you want to see. As Osimhen walked off, there was a mix of disappointment and worry. Would Nigeria lose control of the game? Would the team collapse without their talisman? But what happened next was completely unexpected. Instead of sulking on the bench or heading straight to the dressing room, Osimhen stayed locked into the game. His body might have been down, but his mind, his spirit, still 100% on the pitch. But what happened next was completely unexpected. Instead of sulking on the bench or heading straight to the dressing room, Osimhen stayed locked into the game. His body might have been down, but his mind, his spirit, still 100% on the pitch. You could see him urging the midfield to close down faster, telling the wingers when to press, and even gesturing at defenders to stay compact. The passion was contagious. Teammates kept glancing at him, taking in his energy, and fighting even harder on the pitch. This was no ordinary player reaction. This was leadership. This was Osimhen showing that football isn't just about scoring goals. It's about lifting the entire team, even when you can't play. And you know what? It worked. The Super Eagles remained focused, kept their defensive shape, and pushed forward with belief. Every time the ball went out of play, you could hear Osimhen clapping, shouting encouragement, almost like he had become Nigeria's extra coach. It's rare to see players switch roles so quickly. Most would sit back, ice their injury, and think about recovery. But Osimhen's competitive spirit didn't allow him to disconnect. He was living every second of that match, making sure Nigeria held on to their 1-0 lead. When the referee blew for full time, Nigeria had done it. A hard-fought 1-0 win. And while Osimhen didn't finish the match on the field, his influence off it was just as crucial. Cameras zoomed in on him celebrating, hugging teammates, smiling despite the pain in his ankle. It was one of those moments that reminded everyone why Victor Osimhen is not just Nigeria's number 9, but also the beating heart of this Super Eagles team. Think about it. Leaders aren't just defined by what they do when everything is going well. They're defined by what they do when challenges hit. Osimhen could have easily checked out mentally after that substitution, but instead, he stepped up in a new way. This moment also tells us something about Nigeria's future. With players like Osimhen not only contributing on the pitch, but also guiding and inspiring teammates off it, the Super Eagles have a foundation of leadership that can push them all the way to the World Cup. So there you have it. Victor Osimhen's night against Rwanda wasn't about goals or flashy highlights. It was about resilience, leadership, and turning into a coach when his team needed him most. Sometimes football shows us moments that go beyond tactics or statistics. Moments that reveal character. And on that night, Osimhen showed his. What do you think? Did Osimhen prove he's the true leader of this Super Eagles side? And do you believe Nigeria can make it all the way to the 2026 World Cup with this kind of spirit? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more football stories, and I'll catch you in the next one.